Over 66% of men are either overweight or obese, and only 8 to 10% of the population have a six-pack. So I'm actually a top 10%er. I want to show you how you can put yourself in the top 10% of men in the world. And it's a lot easier than you think. Now, I've been an elite sportsman all my life. I played for Crystal Palace for 10 years, went to America, played D1 soccer for another 4 years, winning some championships along the way. So having an elite physique is something that I pretty much specialize in. I'm an athlete, but you don't have to be an athlete to look like this. So stick with me. So I'm going to break down the 4 secrets that you need to apply to your training and nutrition regimen. And you might have some questions in your head, like, do you have to train every day? Do you have to do a crazy diet? Can I do this if I've got an injury? I'm going to answer all those questions as we go through this. So the first secret is quite simple. And the best way for me to explain it is by using a story. You know, in school, you've got 2 kinds of people. You've got people that work really, really hard, and you've got people that work really, really smart. A lot of the times people think they need to put in all this effort to achieve a great outcome, while someone else just rolls up, they do what's required, and they still get the same exact result. The same thing can be done for training. So a lot of guys go to the gym every single day. They bang out all these weights, they jump on the machines, they do all this work, and they don't get results. Instead of focusing on going so hard, I want you to focus on your actual program and finding the right program for you. All the data out there tells us some simple things. You need to be hitting your major muscle groups at least 2 times per week and avoid going over 10 sets per muscle group. That's the basic data. That's what you need to do. And then you need to find the right program for you. I'm a big advocate for having an athletic physique rather than trying to be this huge bodybuilder. So for me, I actually go to the gym only 4 days a week. The other 3 days, I'm doing Muay Thai and running. My gym sessions consist of staying athletic, strong, powerful, and fast, but also having a good core base. So that means I'm doing my squats, I'm doing my deadlifts, I'm doing my bench press, my pull-ups, my push-ups, and my plyometric work. So with that being said, focus on a program that hits your major muscle groups and doesn't have too much volume. Work smart, not hard. Now, I want you to think of this. If you had a Ferrari, if you had a BMW, if you had a Lambo, you gave it the wrong oil or the wrong petrol, what do you think is going to happen to the engine? It gets messed up. You've got to take it to the mechanic. You might not know this, but most illnesses, most metabolic conditions come from poor nutrition and obesity. So quite simply, you need to fuel yourself correctly if you want to have a top 10% body. Now, okay, you know this already, getting a calorie deficit. Okay, deeper than just having a calorie deficit, you also need to make sure that you're eating the right foods, you're focusing on the right things, and you are actually prioritizing getting whole foods in your diet. And to keep it simple, you have to follow this one basic principle, 80-20 rule. 80% of your diet comes from whole foods. That means 1 ingredient foods. And 20% of your diet can come from all the bull that you wouldn't eat. Fried chicken, fries, pizza, all good. But it has to be 20% of your diet. So that means in a week, only 1.4 of my days I'm going to have food. That's how I like to think about it. So I'm allowed 1.5 days of eating a bit of junk. You need to make sure that you're getting enough protein. And for most of us, that's probably about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if I'm 200 pounds, I'm going to get 200 grams of protein. The difficulty in getting that much is you need to make sure you spread out that protein across all your major meals in a day and throw in a protein shake to top up your numbers. Me personally, I aim to get about 30 to 40 grams of protein with every single meal, which keeps my protein numbers very, very high. I avoid processed things. I don't eat cheese. There's a lot of things I don't eat that helps me stay nice and lean, like this. And if you're someone who's just addicted to bad food, alcohol, drugs, you need to get help. I'm joking. Obviously, that's not a joke, but I'm joking. But if you can't stop drinking alcohol, for example, you need to like reevaluate your friendship circle, the people around you, what you like to do on the weekends. Because if you're fat and you drink alcohol, how are you going to get in shape? It don't make sense. So my advice is 80-20. 80-20, 80-20. That's the key to success. Now, the next secret is very simple to follow, but you have to remember something. You can't go at 100% every single day. There's a reason why top level athletes take breaks, right? Imagine in the NBA finals, if it was just game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, game 6, game 7, back to back to back. Everyone would just be effed. You have to take breaks. So you need to give your body a chance to recover. Actually, all of your gains come from when you recover, because then you recover, your muscles repair, and then you come back stronger. When you're in a gym lifting weights, there's actually small micro tears that are taking place, and your body needs time to recover. That's why you get DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. When you take care of your body, it's a lot easier to manage. So go for a walk, stretch, get your 8 hours of sleep, get an ice bath. Whether you believe the data or not, I find ice bath to be beneficial. All of this will help you maintain your results and stay in shape and become a top 10%er. And lastly, the secret that most people don't talk about is all up here. Everyone in the fitness industry bangs on about calories and do this workout and do that and do this. But there's something that people don't talk about, and it's the mentality of someone that wants to stay and be in shape. You have to turn it into a lifestyle. It's not something you switch on and off because it's summer and I want to get in shape for Marbella. No, it needs to be something that is deep within you. It becomes a habit. It's a part of your manhood. It's like, okay, look, this is what I do. Regardless, I always get my workout in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I ain't saying you got to train for Mr. Olympia, but you got to put in the effort and you got to have the right mindset for it. You need to build the type of mindset that even when you're busy as hell, times are tough, you still stay on top of your food, you still stay on top of your exercise. And that comes from repetition. So you need to stick to it. You need to build the habits around you. And here are some books that I suggest to help you with your mindset. Number 1 is Atomic Habits. Everyone knows about that book. Number 2, The One Thing. Number 3, Essentialism. And number 4, No More Mr. Nice Guy. Now, you might think that the last one has nothing to do with the first 3, but it does, because it's going to help you understand that you need to look after yourself first. So those are my 4 secrets to actually being a top 10%er. Everyone loves to talk about going to the gym and doing all the basic stuff, which you need to do, but there's other aspects to it. I spent 10 years around some of the best athletes in the world, and I picked up a ton of habits because of it. Now, if you're tired of being overweight, having man boobs, having belly fat, then all you need to do is watch this video right here, because everything I've shown you is great, but you now need to start putting your workouts together to actually see success. So watch this video. It will break down how you can get in amazing shape by following my simple protocol. Peace.